Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's brief chat about making the most of your 2018 Convention and Expo experience. My name is Pam Rosenberg, and I'm the Director of Education and Certification for ASPI. And with me today is Jen Ellick, who's the Marketing Director for Taffy Events. And Taffy is ASPI's partner in marketing and implementation of the Expo, so you may see that name around when you get to the event, but that's who they are. And today we're going to talk about a couple of different things, and please keep in mind that we will be having some slides that are going to have links on them. This is intentional, and so that way when you do get a copy of this presentation, you can go right there instead of putting the really long links on the slides that you're going to see. So just keep that in mind. But today we're going to talk about planning ahead, registration and badge pickup, the mobile app for the event, getting around Atlanta, some schedule highlights we want to talk about, education overview, the exposition details, the social networking events, as well as staying connected when you are on site. And with that, Jen, I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks, Pam, and welcome everybody. And to get started, since you all are already registered, we're glad you're coming. However, you may have peers, coworkers in the industry who still have not registered. And if that's the case, we do have tools online on our website. If you go to our website and you click on the convention tab, you'll see there's tools there for you to use. And one of the most valuable is something that we put together called the Justification Toolkit. And in it, we have a menagerie of information that will be helpful to those who still have not gotten to register, whether they need approval from their supervisor. Things you will find there include the fact sheet on the show, tips on why you should attend, general tips for attending our show, as well as a post-event reporting sheet that you can submit to your company after attending. And again, you'll see there's a link there that you can access once we send you this presentation, or you can find it on our website. And of course, let's talk a little bit about registration, which you all have been through already. And since you're registered, there's no reason that you need to do this, but you might have some people in your company still not registered. And just remember, the exposition is free. And there's a link again in the presentation where you can do that. And also, you can register on site at the Georgia World Congress Center. So that's another option. And then once you get to the show and the convention, you're going to want to pick up your badges. And we have conveniently put all the badge pickup times on here so you know when you can go over. It starts earlier for the exhibitors on Friday, September 28th. Registration does run through Wednesday, October 3rd at 10 a.m. So basically every day between Friday and Wednesday, you're going to have an opportunity to register and get your badge. We suggest you get there as early as possible and pick up your badge before you're ready to go into the actual exposition or your conference so you are prepared. And of course, one of the most valuable tools for you is our mobile app. And in the app, there are several things that you can do right at your fingertips in your phone, including searching exhibitors, searching sessions you want to attend, looking at the speakers in the sessions, looking at exhibitor listings, and of course the Expo floor map if you're trying to go around the show floor, getting from one exhibitor to the next. There's also special announcements that are in the app, and if you download it, you will get automatic updates from us called alerts. So we do suggest that you do this, and you can download it at any time by visiting your app store and searching 2018 ASPI. Once you arrive in Atlanta, you're going to want to get to one of our hotels that is in our room block. So you have a few options. They have a transit service called MARTA, which is very inexpensive and a small cost of $2.50. But if you're not familiar with it, you might just want to take an airport shuttle. It's $14 each way. You can find them right when you get to the baggage claim area, or you can reserve in advance online. And we do have a link for all the transportation options in the presentation and online. We also offer shuttle bus services during show and conference days between our two hotels that are in our block, which are the Hilton Atlanta and the Omni Hotel North. This will happen on Saturday and Sunday, as well as Friday through Wednesday. And you can find the times and everything that are going to be offered on our website. And just plan for pickup to be between 15 and 30 minutes, depending on the time of day. We do offer more regular service during busy times of the expo. So you're going to have a lesser wait if you're coming during the normal expo times and the convention times where things are actually happening on site.
So we mentioned we're going to talk about some schedule highlights. As you know, there's a ton of great things going on in Atlanta for the Convention and Expo, but let's start from the beginning. We've got the Green Plumbing Design Workshop, which is happening Thursday and Friday, the Women of ASPI or WOA Leadership Forum Friday all day. There's committee and council meetings going on Saturday, and then WOA is hosting a Care for a Cause Saturday morning. And then in the afternoon on Saturday begins the ASPI business meeting, which is Saturday from 1 to 6, and then Sunday all day. And continuing on Sunday night, we have our opening party sponsored by Ream Sunday evening, and we're going to get a little bit more into details on these things, so don't worry. And Monday morning is our ASPI Breakfast Awards Ceremony and Keynote Address. Then the exposition opens right after that and continues Monday and then concludes on Tuesday. And then the first time attendee reception event happening Monday evening at the conclusion of the expo. And then to wrap it up, we've got our ASPI Young Professionals Networking event sponsored by Zern, the Member Loyalty Breakfast Tuesday morning, the Technical Education Sessions are on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then the Certification Appreciation Breakfast on Wednesday morning. So I mentioned that we have our opening event, which is our Sunday night party sponsored by Ream. It is being held at the Tabernacle Atlanta. It is featuring The Free, which is a modern band with a Southern charm, as you can see on your slides here. If you are registered for the full convention, you are welcome to attend. It is $50 for Expo only attendees. So again, if you only registered for the Expo, it'll cost an extra $50 for that. Please keep in mind tickets are not sold on site. Now, the keynote address, we're really excited about this. It's from Dair Kayango, who is the founder of the Global Soap Project, which is really a great segue into our industry and what you all do every day. As I mentioned, this is happening prior to the opening of the expo and during the awards breakfast. And there's a link on your screen here. And again, this will be sent out to you so you can access that very easily. And now I'm going to let Jen talk about the expo a little bit.
Right. So as mentioned, the Expo is happening on Monday and Tuesday, October 1st and 2nd. There are a couple things you should know when you are attending the Expo. First of all, to keep all of you on the show floor and to make the most of your time, there are lunch vouchers provided for concessions on the show floor. So you don't have to leave in the middle of the day to go get a bite to eat. We're going to make sure that you have the maximum amount of time to spend with the exhibitors. And you should also know that we're having over 300 exhibitors this year, which is one of our biggest shows ever, and you're going to find the latest products, trends, and innovations. And on that front, we also have an innovation theater and showcase that I'll talk about a little bit later, and product specialists on hand in most of the exhibitor booths. So if you need some technical language, they're going to be on site to help you. It is the best way to spend your time, and it will get you through the whole year. So this is a really valuable experience for you to see everybody in the industry in one place. And as well, you can earn up to 11 hours of continuing education for being on the show floor. You can find more information on how to do that on our website. And always exciting and popular are our prize drawings that we do during Expo show days and show hours. This is something ASPI has been doing for quite some time. It's very unique to the show, and there were some major fun prizes. And I'll have a list of those later on in this presentation so you can take a look at some of the opportunities. And don't forget while you're there about the networking opportunities. If you visit our website, you'll see that there's pre-show events, there's special events, and Pam talked a little bit about some of those things that we offer so that you have an opportunity to network with your peers, make new contacts in the industry, and we really encourage you while you're at ASPI, bring your business cards so that you can exchange, make the most of your time, ask questions, go to the exhibitor events that they're having, and attend the special events. This is the best way to make valuable contacts within the industry. And as mentioned, we do have some great prizes happening on both days. You must be present to win, so keep that in mind. Just because you put your ticket in doesn't mean you will win if you're not there. And you can see some of the great prizes we have, everything from iPads to Roombas to Echo Smart Speakers, American Express gift card for $300. So make the most of this, and you could walk away a winner as well.
One thing that I'm personally really excited about is we are introducing our first of its kind of certification Q&A sessions. This is going to be held during the Expo in the ASPI Pavilion, where you can come ask questions if you're interested in sitting for one of our 2 exams, the CPD or CPDT, or maybe you are a current CPD or CPDT credential holder. You have some questions you just want to talk to the committee, and maybe you want to volunteer. These are ways to learn more about the programs, recertification, what's on the exam, so you can get to know some of the committee members as well as some of the people that lead the study groups. I'm personally really excited about this because I am the director of certification here, and I will get a chance to meet some of you face to face. The times, they flip-flop, so Monday is CPD at 1 and CPDT at 2, and Tuesday is CPDT at 1 and CPD at 2. So we're going to have a brief presentation, but this is really your opportunity to ask those questions that you are not sure about, whether it's sitting for the exam or continuing and maintaining your credentials.
And in addition, we do provide other outlets for getting your education and seeing what's new and trending within the industry. And this is through our Innovation Theater and Showcase. The Innovation Theater is happening actually in the ASPI Pavilion during show hours. These are 15-minute presentations by our exhibitors, and you'll see some of the latest new innovations happening. In addition, the Showcase is outside the show floor, and you can see some of the exhibitors that are going to be taking part in that. And this is a great way to find out where exactly you want to go before you hit the show floor. So we do recommend taking advantage of both these opportunities at no extra charge.
A couple of things that I briefly mentioned are 2 ticketed breakfasts. I mentioned we have the ASPI Member Loyalty Breakfast, which is for members who have 25 years or more membership with the society, Tuesday morning. And then we are continuing the Certification Appreciation Breakfast, which is Wednesday morning. So you must have your tickets for those, and more information was sent to you about that. I will continue to talk more about education because I'm assuming that's the reason why many of you are coming to the convention and expo. During the technical education sessions, our breakout sessions, we are offering 25 sessions within 5 tracks. Each session awards 0.125 CEUs, which is 75 minutes. And if you attend the maximum amount of sessions, that's 0.625 CEUs, so 6.25 hours. It is open to full convention registrants only, or if you purchase the single day, Tuesday or Wednesday, you will have specific badges that look like that. Again, there's a link here to the full schedule, and I'll go on that in the next page. And as a reminder, Jen mentioned the Expo awards up to 1.1 CEUs or 11 hours. So you can earn over 17 hours of continuing education. One thing I want you to keep in mind is if you are a professional engineer in certain states, that the Expo is not valid for continuing or PDH credits for that, but the sessions definitely are. So you'll have to check with your state if you're not New York, North Carolina, or Florida to see if the Expo is permitted, but PDHs are not awarded for those 3 states for professional engineers. Very briefly, here is the breakdown of the sessions. You can see there's a lot going on here. Our first track is system design. We have construction discussion, equipment exploration, design selection and beyond, and we end up with the latest trends track. We've got a bunch of panel discussions and some really good learning going on. I'm very excited for this and for you all to be able to participate. And then going on during the Tuesday sessions in the afternoon, there is a tour of the Synchroflow factory. They are located in the Atlanta area. This does award continuing education credits. It is ticketed. As I mentioned, it is during technical sessions, so if you signed up for this, you will not be eligible to take the or to get credits for the technical sessions in the afternoons, but you will get CEUs for the tour. And a shuttle bus is provided leaving from the convention center, and it will do the drop-offs at the 2 hotels, the Hilton and the Omni. If you have any questions about that, you can reach out to me, but we're really excited for this opportunity. We have our ASPI Young Professionals Networking Event, or AYP, which is sponsored by Zurn. It is happening at Topgolf Atlanta on Tuesday evening. Tickets were $50, and again, a shuttle bus is being provided. You must have your ticket presented to be able to go on this. And then wrapping up a little bit is our spouse guest brunch, which is happening at the Hilton Atlanta on Tuesday morning from 10:30 to 1. So if you are bringing a guest with you, here's an opportunity for them to meet other guests and spouses that are also part of the ASPI family. And then you want to make sure you're staying connected while you are on site. You want to stay connected with ASPI and all the exhibitors. Jen mentioned the mobile app. Great. Go ahead and download that now. You can start browsing. And then we've also got our social media links, so go ahead and follow those if you are on social media. If you just search for American Sided Plumbing Engineers on Facebook, you will find us. On Twitter, we are ASPI.org, one word. And Instagram, ASPI_org. And again, we will be sending last minute emails and announcements. And if you have any questions about this kind of information, go ahead and email aspiinfo@taffyevents.com, that email address right there on your screen. So at this time, we will open it up for questions. You can go ahead and type it in the question box there. Please feel free. No question is a silly question. We are here for you. And if you missed some of the slides in the beginning, we are going to be posting this on our YouTube channel and our websites as well. So keep that in mind. But yeah, if you have any questions about when you should arrive, what to do, this is, we're here for you. And if you don't think of it right now, go ahead and send it to us after the fact. As I mentioned, the email address is right there on your screen, aspiinfo@taffyevents.com. They can get you right to me or to whoever else can help you out with your questions. Someone asked about any of the ARCSA information. If you're participating in the ARCSA part of the conference, why don't you go ahead and go to our website for more of that information. Thank you for asking that. So at this time, we are going, so another question came in. There's a question, we will answer that offline. Thank you for sending that in. And then someone else asked about the WOA form. Do you need a ticket? That will be shared with you in an email. So that email will come to you ahead of time. So thank you for asking that. Jen, you can probably speak to this. They're asking if a tech person will be on site to assist with running the presentations in the Innovation Theater.
Absolutely. We will make sure if you're actually a presenter in that area that there will be a tech expert, audio, visual, to make sure all needs are met.
And someone asked if there's still room on the Synchroflow factory tour. There is not. That is sold out. So the breakfast, someone is asking, do we need to register before the breakfast on Monday if we want to attend the breakfast? This is open to full convention attendees. So if you're registered for the full convention, that is part of your package and nothing else is required. So someone was asking, what is the schedule for the shuttles from the hotels to the convention center? That is all online. There's a lot of information to share on one screen, so I know we keep redirecting you back to the website, but go ahead and check that out ahead of time. During peak hours, it's going, obviously, the rotation is much faster, whereas opposed to the rest of the day, it's a little slower, closer to 30 minutes. So go ahead and check that website. Thank you for that question. Okay, so we want to be, Okay. Well, everybody, thank you so much for your time. Again, this will be posted, and reach out if you have any questions, and thank you so much for your time.